Hello Leo, welcome to this reading. We are going to be taking a look at the energies and predictions for the sign of Leo for the rest of July. Now do keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and see what we have coming forward for you here for this mid-July update. See what's going on at this time. As always, I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you, Leo. Hope you're making the most of this month of July, getting out there, enjoying the weather, depending on where you are, doing things you want to be doing. All right, we'll make sure all the cards are out. We'll get everything set up and in view, and then we'll get right into it for you. Okay. All right, I think that's looking just about good enough to me. Cool. Energy on the bottom. You have the Sun card. Amazing, Leo. So the Sun energy is the best card to find in the tarot. The Sun can really say that some of you are sort of like living your truth at this time, okay? The Sun is a card that is associated with the truth. If you've been in the dark about something, the Sun card may suggest that that is coming to light for you, okay? And also, the Sun card can represent vitality, confidence, and also success in the tarot. And it's really a card that you want to be seeing in any reading. It augments the positive cards in the reading, and it negates the negative aspects of cards in the reading. So when the Sun is here, usually things are looking good, depending on the reading. And I would say that this is certainly the case for you, okay? Based on just a quick glance of the first 9 cards here, I like that the Sun is here. So why don't we go ahead and just dive right in? There's something there are actually a number of storylines here in this reading. And I do think that some of you are sort of at a critical juncture, a critical point right now around a scenario for you. It depends on like what you're here for. Some of you are maybe for love. Some of you are maybe here for other things, maybe travel, maybe career. Whatever it is that you're here for, it feels like there's something, you're sort of like at a critical point, okay? And I'll talk about that more as we go along. But in the middle here, you do have the Page of Swords. This is one of my Mercury retrograde cards. The retrograde starts on July 18th. So it's nothing to be stressed about. If you haven't been watching my videos, I've been trying to clue people into that. It's nothing to be stressed about. It's just something we deal with every year, right? And the Page of Swords can indicate delays, which is why, and also potentially difficult communication, which is why I connect this to the retrograde. Those are themes that may play out after the 18th of July for some people. If you have a trip that you're going on, or some travel, or some appointment that you've set, the Page of Swords might say that, you know what, there's going to be a cancellation, or someone's late, or whatever the case may be, or a delay. But on another level, the Page of Swords, you know, this can say that some of you are maybe needing to, it may say that you're a quick-witted person. You're quick on your feet. You're a quick thinker in a much more positive way. You know, you may be a quick thinker, and you may be able to come up with solutions to problems, to things. And this may be something that's very important to you, is to kind of like find a solution to the best of your ability at this time. And it would suggest that you have the ability to do this at this time as well. So the fact that the Sun is here, if there are any delays, it doesn't feel like this is going to be catastrophic for you. Or if there's some like difficult communication, you can easily, amicably work through that with another person as well. So I definitely like this for you. In the first column, you do have the Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Knight of Wands showing up here. Okay, so this first column is really nice. Let's just start here at the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, it's a card that I see when people are ready to move, you know, move their house or move their location. It can also be a travel card, but really it's a card of sort of like living an epic life. kind of doing that, living life on your terms, doing something exciting, doing something adventurous. It's an event that may be happening or something that you're going through that's really, really exciting, you know? And this is also the entrepreneur of the tarot. I would say if you're like a business owner or, you know, even if you're just traditionally employed, some of you are maybe needing to put on, like go into problem solving mode here during this period of time. And I think that you will have some success around that. Okay. Yeah, there may be some problem solving energy here for you, but it's not anything you can't handle for sure. What else am I getting here? I also like that the Knight of Wands is with the Lovers for you, because the Lovers, it can tie into significant long-term relationships, and it's possible that some of you are going through like a period of, you know, excitement. Like you're maybe the relationship is renewed. Like you're doing something fun, you're doing something refreshing within the relationship here as well, and it also can indicate passion, you know, in the relationship additionally with the Knight of Wands and the Lovers. So I think these are good things. The Lovers may also suggest, if you're not here for love, the Lovers can also suggest that you have an important choice to make in your life. I will say there's a choice here with the Page of Swords and the Lovers. The thing is, with the Four of Pentacles, this person needs to do something, right? Like they're holding on to maybe a past issue, a past timeline. They're holding on to the way something used to be with this Four of Pentacles. And, you know, this can say that, you know, maybe there's a little bit of risk taking here. I will say that the Knight of Wands, this is a risk taking person, okay? This is a risk taker for sure, the Knight of Wands. So this is the opposite. Four of Pentacles, this person's risk averse, okay? They do not want to let go of the money that they have. They do not want to take, you know, roll the dice, take a chance on building a business, whatever. They like easy, not easy, but they like steady, simple money. That is the Four of Pentacles, which is not a problem. That's not a bad thing. But some of you here, you may be thinking about taking a risk in some area of your life. I would say this would be a calculated risk because of the Page of Swords. Again, somebody who's like very intelligent. The Page of Swords is a very intelligent type of energy. And so you may be sort of like, before you take the leap or you take the risk, you're really like mapping out to the best of your ability how it may look like. This could be in multiple areas here. This could be a risk in love. This could be a risk in, okay, I'm going to start this business, or I'm going to make this investment, or I'm going to, you know, buy this house, whatever the case may be here with the Pentacles energy as well. Try to fit it into your scenario. Not financial advice, just to be clear, I have to say that, but the Sun's influence here is generally a good thing for this, okay, for this timeline for you. Now you have the Devil, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles, love this. I actually really like what's going on down here. I like what's going down for you, Leo, for sure, but I like what's going on down here as well. This lower row is and there's something going down, by the way. There's absolutely something going down here. Like there are events, there are results here, which we're going to get into, but this lower row, I got a little distracted there, is what you can't see here. It's what's hidden below the surface, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is financial independence, and usually nines in the tarot connect to you, right? So this is something you've built. This is something that you can be proud of. If you've created some sort of if you've created time for yourself, if you've created space for yourself, you've done that for you, right? This wasn't handed to you. The Nine of Pentacles person can enjoy the luxuries in life a little bit here because, you know, they have this tree here. You can see the bush here in the background, indicating that they have built some level of abundance to enjoy themselves. And notice how it's not just pentacles on the tree, but it's also grapes, right? So they can enjoy themselves, but they can also sustain what they can sustain their lifestyle. So the Nine of Pentacles is a card of sustainability as well. And it's kind of like a higher version of this Four of Pentacles, where this Four of Pentacles person, yeah, they have something, you know, this can indicate stability in financial situations, but they're not at the level of this Nine of Pentacles, where not only are they financially stable, but they have something that they can sustain themselves with, right? So this is big energy for you. I like this. There's an energy of independence, of building something that you've already built something here, or you're taking steps. You're maybe taking steps to get to this Nine of Pentacles energy, or taking a risk to get there. This is very, very positive. You then have the Devil card as well, which can indicate that some of you have desires in life, okay? And desires are not a bad thing, okay? It's just like, do you let your desires get the best of you type of deal when you see the Devil. That is the thing. The Devil also can represent power. And again, it's a double-edged sword. Power is not a bad thing. It's how you choose to wield the power, right? Because sometimes, like, yeah, the Devil may indicate that somebody's abusing their power or acting in malicious ways to you or keeping you under their thumb. These are all abuses of power. These things could happen as well with the Devil. It could indicate general toxicity in one's life. But I think that this is more so the fact that we have the Sun here, the fact that we have a very positive reading. I think the Devil is more so that you have some desires in life. Like there's something that you want, which is okay. There's nothing, this is my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. And especially as you have this energy of luxury here, don't allow it to be like all consuming, as you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Devil. But is it okay to have like desires, goals for yourself? Like absolutely, absolutely. So, maybe what's going on here is a little bit of you're building some strategy here. You're game planning going on with this Page of Swords energy here as well, and doing it in like a big brain, like high IQ way, trying to like put all the pieces together here. In the final column, you have the Judgment card, the High Priestess, and the Hanged Man. Okay, so this final column is all major arcanas. Okay, so this is a kind of like a bigger theme for you here. And like I said, something is going down here. The Judgment card, it represents potentially results that you've been waiting for that could be coming in for you, okay? You can see here that the people on the card, they are sort of like awaiting their fate, or they're sort of like getting the result here. The angel on the Justice card is giving them the results of their actions. These people have taken actions up to this point, and they're wondering, what is the results here? And so for that reason, this can be a deeply spiritual card. Okay, this can be a realization. This can be an epiphany. This can be an aha moment, a come to Jesus moment. This is like a very spiritual energy here, because you never know what's going to be on the other side of that result. In other words, if you take the leap of faith, right, if you take a risk here, what is the outcome going to be? The Judgment card represents that. Okay, and I also like the final boss in the tarot, I like to say, because it's the card before the world. So some of you here, something is like coming in, you're like at a very critical point. That's why I said at the beginning of this reading, you're at a very critical point. Usually when the Judgment card's here, it represents a critical point in your life with the Sun and the Judgment. That's a progression, 19 into 20. You then have the High Priestess. High Priestess can represent mysteries in life, or having a strong intuition. You then have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is needing to embrace a transformation, right? And needing to go forward on something, or potentially wanting to go forward on something, but they are kind of like in this wait and see mode. So you do have this energy of like hesitancy or resistance here with the Hanged Man and the Four of Pentacles, potentially. So why don't we go ahead? I'm very curious here, Leo. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see if we can get some more details. I'll move into the clarifications portion of this reading. Okay. Okay, I guess we're taking all of those. That's a lot, but a year from now. Okay, we'll see how that plays out for you. It feels like maybe that's not resonating. The timing cards are very hard to like be 100% sure of in these readings. You're ready, communicate clearly, and no. This is a soft no, okay? This is a soft no, meaning that this is a bounce back no, right? This is not something that will be forever. It's not a hard no. But this You're Ready card is like basically the World card, essentially, in this deck. It's a very, very positive card in this deck. Let's see what else we have here. You have It's Up to You and Abundance. Wow. Wow. I love this Abundance card, especially as I went on about that Nine of Pentacles, which is, a very nice energy for you. And then what else do we have here? You have forgiveness as well as within the next few months. Forgiveness as well as within the next few months. So Yeah, I mean, there are two timing cards here. It feels like some of you are, though, I'm just going to like say that some of you are at a critical point now, like between now and the end of the month here. But yeah, could this take a little bit of time to play out? Yeah, it could, because actually now that I'm thinking about it, the Page of Swords is in the middle. Each one of these cards touches the middle card, so this middle card is important. That can indicate delays a year from now, within the next few months. It's possible. It's absolutely possible. But let's go ahead and let's get some additional details for you here, Leo. Now, I do appreciate you being here. Leo, thank you so much for spending your time with me. And once again, I do hope things are going well for you. All right. Let's see what we have here. All right, you have the Justice card, you have Eight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. All right, so we have another 9. You know, how do I say this? I'll just say it. Some of you may feel like it's you against the world. Okay, because you have this 9, right? These double 9s, which it connects to you, right? And you know, the Hermit in and of itself is this idea of isolation, like purposeful isolation, needing to carve out some alone time, or needing to emotionally recharge your batteries, needing to seek for an answer on your own, right? Because for whatever reason, other people are not a part of this, or not playing a part in this situation, right? So some of you may be doing some like real soul searching here, and this could lead you to doing something adventurous, as you have the Knight of Wands, Leo, here with the Hermit and the Knight of Wands. Okay, you may really find the answers through something like going on a long trip, you know, doing something radical. Like what I mean by that is, like, maybe you you decide to take a huge like road trip. Let's say you live in the U.S. You want to drive across the U.S. and like just find answers. This would be Knight of Wands energy. If that's not resonating, maybe you're doing something radically different, okay, for you personally, something that you like, getting out of your own comfort zone, right? So it doesn't have to be super dramatic, but some of you may be doing stuff like this. And through this process, through this idea of getting out of your comfort zone, doing something different, you are soul searching, you are finding the answer, okay, with the Hermit energy here. You then have the Eight of Pentacles. This is a message of dedication for some of you in relationships here. Are we dedicated to each other? For some of you, like, this is the question you're asking yourself. Are we dedicated? Or you're asking the significant other, you know, where are we? Where do we stand? What's at play here, you know? And the Justice card, it can indicate, it's another card of karma, right? You've got these two karma cards, all about everybody getting the outcome they deserve here, with the Justice card and the Judgment energy. Anything connected to relationships, it feels like it's amicable, okay? The Devil is there. There is a little bit of a dicey situation here with the Devil and the Page of Swords, but it's not like, with the influence of the Justice card, the Sun, the Judgment, it feels like things will work out. Yeah, especially because you have the Six of Wands, you have the Hierophant again, and the Four of Wands. Well, there is now a marriage timeline here, okay? Justice, Hierophant, Four of Wands. Hierophant and Four of Wands are marriage cards. Justice is a card of legality, potentially, right? Marriage is a legal thing. And, you know, so this is like a combo I look for, right? Especially throw in the Lovers there. There's a question of what's going on here. And there's also, like, maybe this may take a little bit of time within the next few months, a year from now. You know, this marriage timeline, for some people, it may take a little bit of time to manifest for you. Okay? Yeah, especially with this like hesitancy, wait and see energy here. Here, the Justice card is a Libra. You do have a Virgo. You have Pisces type of energy here. Okay? You have Gemini energy here. So Capricorn as well. So yeah, these are some signs that are coming in here for some of you. You then here have the I mean, listen, the other thing is with the Hierophant, it's not just about marriage, it can also indicate breaking free of tradition. Okay, so in this case, it depends. But you have the classic combination, the Devil and the Hierophant. The Hierophant is tradition, and the Devil is breaking free of that, right? It's doing something different, right? The devil's hedonism, right? It's not traditional. So when you get this combination, it can say you are looking to do something radically different in your own life, right? In your own life. So, getting out of your comfort zone, doing something that maybe doesn't like follow the norm, whatever the case may be, right? You then have the Six of Wands here, which can indicate victory and success in the tarot. It's a very positive card. And also, if there's a difficulty that you're going through, the Six of Wands will say that you will triumph over this situation. I like what's going on here with the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Four of Wands can also indicate stability generally. So again, this idea of sustainability, stability, these things are positive for you, okay, for sure. Page of Swords again, yeah. The Seven of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so Seven of Swords, it can indicate this idea of like deception, backstabbing. I will say, like, I don't love the combination of the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords because this can indicate secret keeping, okay? It can indicate lies. It can indicate being in the dark about something, okay? Like, yeah, that could actually happen here with the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. But again, when we look at a reading like this where everything's very positive, I'm not entirely sure that's it, right? Instead, the Seven of Swords, it really could be about building that strategy or game plan. And also, like, kind of like having to be, like, approach something intellectually or from an intelligent point of view, okay? Because the Seven of Swords person, they had to come up with a really smart plan to steal the swords. Page of Swords, you have this like intelligence energy here, right? Like not the EQ, right? Not the emotional quotient, but the intelligence, right? The IQ, intellectual quotient, right? And so, yeah, something that you are maybe looking at here at this time. You then have the Knight of Pentacles, which can really say that there are results on the way as well. Yeah, there's something about a result here, Judgment, Knight of Pentacles. It might just be delayed, I have to say. It might be delayed as well. But you definitely have this hard work signature here. You have this hard work energy. You have this high IQ, big brain energy here. And I think that you're using those qualities and attributes about yourself to solve problems. Okay, on the bottom, you have the Three of Pentacles. All right, Three of Pentacles, it can indicate people that you work with, your colleagues. All right, let's see what else we have here. Let's take a look at the Kipper energies for you here, Leo. All right. You have bad health, you have message of concern, you have change, you have house, coffin, and sudden wealth. Okay. Yeah, I definitely see travel on the horizon for you here, Leo, with change, Knight of Wands, Hermit. I see that some of you may also be changing your residence here with house, coffin, Knight of Wands. Not everybody, but there are like conversations that are being had here, I think, in the relationship areas. If you're here for a relationship with message of concern and bad health, squaring things away, I think you can come to a resolution. I do. It might take a little bit of time here, but I think that you can, okay? Because again, this is like a really bright spot, bright reading. The Seven of Swords is a little dicey, but there may just be things that you need to talk through or work through here. And then sudden wealth, I definitely think that things could be turning around here for you in the future. Yeah, it feels like you're on the right path generally. So, yeah, and then on the bottom, there's communication here, message of concern with message for sure. Okay, this is what I have for you, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.